Okay, what's the pleasure of the council at this point? Armando?
Just one last, we really need, I mean, this every unit is designed so that if you wanted to extract those item 3 of just with the fees, you could. You still need to be able to deal with the rest of the request, which would be specify here what, the county wants permits until we won't release until they release. So we got that battle that's spelled out in here. So if you're inclined not to approve that MOU based on the entire content, we would need to eliminate, we could eliminate those portions of the agreement that deal with the fees, take them out, and then deal with the fees later on for some other fees.
I see. In other words, so it can move forward with the county and then deal with the fees later so that we're not just stuck doing nothing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think we need to move something because this project's just been lingering too long.
Yes, and also this is a policy that everybody's aware of now, that there still has to be a cost made to development services so that you continue to do the work. Once that money's out, you either make another deposit or the work stops.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry.
Well, I think, we still have a couple of lingering items. We could table this and come back to you in 2 weeks or more and see, meet with the applicant and see what would be more allocated for them.
But to move it forward and not delay it forever and ever and ever, yes.
Do you need something from us that allows the county to move forward?
Yes.
What is that? This MOU or?
The MOU will extrapolate what you just said. Is that correct? Extrapolate those points that the county needs, which doesn't have anything to do with fees. Is that correct?
Right, but
Yeah.
I think we can come back to you with a legal proposal.
Maybe if I suggest if you're really hung up on this fee thing to be able to move forward, if you would approve the MOU except for item number 3, which needs to be further discussed, that would allow us to go forward and we can continue to work with number 3, which is the only fee deferment. The fee deferment that we're figuring.
But there's mentioned in the MOU that we are pre-approving a design. That's not true.
No,
Now, we're assuming that the Miller's parcel is going to give you the sewer connection.
that's correct, but we can't build anything until we have that in hand.
No, I understand.
But it's already been laid out as where it goes.
What happens if you don't?
That we can't build it.
What's the plan B?
We have to either get that easement, and get that finalized with the current owner, or we can't build it all. But we at least would like to take us to the point of that, where we've got all of our other permits and everything else ready to go. But absent that, we can't move forward. Yeah, so we're stopped.
Yeah. And that doesn't expose us. So you want to make a motion on that, based on that? Jennifer?
If you're going to take out the fee aspect, I still would like to just have authorization to put the clarifying language in on the retention basin issue that we noticed
That's
today. Because the city has a CFD that pays for the maintenance of the retention basin aspect, not the landscaping that they're agreeing to do.
Okay.
So we just need to add some clarifying language, pull out section 3, which is the fees, and add some clarifying language regarding the fact that we have the right and we'll go in and do the maintenance on the retention aspect under section 2.
Your
So,
motion, Mr. Fuentes?
I'll make that motion, but and strike any language that states that this is a pre-approval of the site, whatever that language was.
Is there a second?
Does that allow it to move forward?
I'm not sure what Todd was concerned about, but this is already has a site plan approval. This already has conditions tied to that site plan. He takes the property, which is really the issue in question, or there's already a tentative map that's approved. Until that expires and goes away, that still is locked in. All we've got to do is secure that easement so that we can drag that sewer line across there. So that's all been discussed. It's just that if the sewer easement doesn't happen, we can't put in a sewer line, we can't build a project, we can't pull that. There's nothing else to
The
it.
fees,
Okay,
that's to be discussed later,
Yeah.
the fees.
that's fine.
We can continue on that.
So we'll pull out section 3.
Yeah, and that's your second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
There's no second.
Yeah, there's a second. I'll second it. Discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. No. 2-2. So, I guess it comes back then for now.
Do you want to provide direction to staff as to what would make you more inclined to approve it, or
Well,
is it dead, completely dead?
Since I made the motion, re-motion, to take it back to staff, make the revised changes on the fee, the permit, make sure everybody is very clear on what it says, and bring it back to us so that we can expedite it. Perhaps if this can be done, I mean, if this is something that can be done if we're having a special meeting on the previous item, that can be included in the special. If it can be done, if not, just or whatever, the next regularly scheduled council meeting. But if it can be expedited, put into our special session for sometime between now and Monday, hopefully.
And I will second that.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Okay, let's just get it done and move on. If you don't mind, the council, I'd like to move 20 up because these people have been waiting here, and the top of people. And anyway, we know what we're dealing with here, so is that okay with the council to move that up? So we deal with that one now, and they can leave. Okay, review and evaluation of local urban food vendors, proper hot dog stand, recommendation, provide direction to staff, on requirements, mobile food vendors. Staff recommends the facility allow commercial zones by a special limited activity permit during special events and is specified in section 5.8 part 010, which are currently determined to be areas around Calexico High School near the lunch hour. Now, Armando, before you start, wouldn't this regulate taco stands to be the ones that actually have kitchens on wheels with the sanitary facilities, the cooking facilities, and all those accoutrements, paying business license, health permit, and actually operating as a business on wheels? And maybe I should use an example of Ariana, for instance. That's the type we would be approving, is that correct? And only that type?
Well, this is what we're requesting direction on.
Right. We don't want these taco stands out on the
Hard to make that.
You know.
There's a difference between a cart and
we don't want them out on the sidewalk or on the street, just standing alone there, if they aren't connected either to a business like the Pauly or Ruben's place. But in the case of Ariano or Ariel, they would actually be standalone kitchens that have all the facilities. Is that correct? And that way we would be okay with that. Right?
Is the issue that they're parked on, in front of the high school and utilizing Belcher, the street?
So I think they should more sanitation, public health.
There you go, Denise, and all of the above.
You tell us what the issue is.
I think, right now, what we're worried about, we don't have a municipal code, any regulations that would actually allow a mobile vendor to be stationary at one location. We do allow mobile vendors to be going from place to place, construction sites. The high school, for example, there's a special regulation that allows city managers to allow institutions to use that. Up to now, we've been deeming the high school as that. What we've been experiencing is that we've been seeing about 8 or 9 in the pictures that have been parking at a location constantly, and that's what the concern comes in, is that those facilities don't have the appropriate health facilities, clean water, fresh, running hot water, clean utensils to wash your hands, and also restroom facilities for clients. And that's what represents the problem, and for the most part, the majority of the concerns and calls we've gotten from people that some of these facilities don't provide the corporate restroom facilities, so so we are asking United to consider that. We took some pictures of the 9 violations that we cited, and for the most part, those are station or mobile facilities that basically operate in the public right of ways. And you can see some of those pictures that they have a lot of trash debris,